If you are living in this world, you have definitely seen at least once a video on how someone became an influencer or a person of influence. The best example that comes in mind is when a president is first elected. Everyone wants to know their stories. They dig in their past to know what they have done, the schools they have attended. They want to know every bit of them. So you will see videos, you will see documentaries, articles talking about their families, talking about the mentors, the people who have helped them, the circles they were able to enter, the environment they were born into. They will talk about everything that concerned them. Because the truth is, the world is interested in those things. We want to know what made them who they are today. Now that they have become so popular, so influential, what has happened in their past that caused them to take the path that they took today? Who are the people who spoke to them, who counseled them, who helped them, who shaped them? The mentors, the teachers, even their families, how they contributed into their character. We want to know. Because subconsciously, we all know that this world is either that we are an influence or we are being influenced. There are no middle ground. You are either an influence or you are being influenced by someone who is an influence. And I know how a lot of people, especially believers, will be like, I make my own choice, I choose for myself. This is not true. A lot of times, our decisions are based on the things that we have seen, we have heard, the things that we have felt, based on people we have worked with, based on the environment we were born into. Every decision that we make is influenced by something. We cannot escape this principle of the world. And I believe that God made it this way because God wants us to help one another. God wants us to pull one another to the top. So here is the thing. What are we looking for in those stories? We are looking for the strategies or the things that contributed to them becoming an influence. Because the truth is that you cannot become an influence or influential until you have been influenced enough by something or by someone. Because we have to be able to trace these things down. Who is the mentor? Who was the impact? Someone without a story is not trusted. I can give a good example like Epstein. The reason why everyone was so suspicious was because he didn't have a story. Yes, we knew some things, but how did he become so popular that all presidents were walking with him? All presidents were going to his island. He was able even to buy an island. Where does this money come from? There are so many holes in his story. And when it is like that, people are suspicious. They don't know. And something that they don't know, they don't trust. The second fact, and I'm going to give it as an example. People can trace the mentor who have helped you. But then if that influence was a murderer, an abuser, someone who has committed so many crimes, and he was your influence, he was the one helping you, he had a circle, he introduced you to that circle, and with them you were able to become popular, they will also not trust you. The questions that they would ask is, why such a person was able to produce such a good fruit or a good produce? That's not possible. Even if you help people, even if you do good things, they will say, maybe backdoor you are doing the most evil things, because look at the people who influenced you. Look at the people you are walking with. As a believer, you have to know this. If you want to be an influence, people will definitely want to know who is your source. They would want to know who influenced you. You cannot also show up out of nowhere. You cannot just all of a sudden blow up. This is not how it works. And many believers think like this. They believe that if I copy this person, then I will blow up. If I do this very thing that this person is doing, I will blow up. Right now, especially with technology and with social media, we are trying to be copycat. We are trying to copy whatever we think is working. That's not how to be influential. This is like the story of the Epstein. We are trying to even use people, other people's stories and other people's strategies to build our own. But as a believer, you cannot do this, because if other people are your source of you becoming someone tomorrow, people will look at them and will give them praise and will worship them because they are your source. Let me go straight to the point. In order to become influential, you have to be influenced. And as a believer, you can only be influenced by Jesus, who is the good tree. There is no evil in God. There is no darkness in God. So you cannot go wrong with having Christ as your influence. And here is the truth. As He is the good tree, you must be in Him. You are the fruit. But the fruit does not show up for the world to enjoy unless it has been first inside the tree. It grows with the tree. It takes time with the tree. He's inside the tree. Then the tree decides at some point in the right season to show you. Then you manifest and the world can see and the world can eat of you. What is the best way to be influential? By being with Christ. Because you have to remember this. You are becoming influential to show Christ. Again, people will go to the stories. They will look at the source and they have to see Christ as the source, because that's why you were born. That's the reason why you are a child of God, so that people can see God. So when you grow in your influence, it is Christ who must be seen. But how will you be an influence for Christ when you are not with Christ? When you don't fellowship with Him, when you don't read the scriptures, when you don't talk to Him. Don't be like people in the world looking for the viral things, the trends. Be with Jesus. Walk with Jesus. Stand with Jesus. And He will expose you. If you would like to have a deeper analysis of God's Word, I have made this video on Jesus' famous words in Matthew 5. You are the light of the world. If you would like to see it and understand what God is saying to you about you, click on the video right now. And see you next time.